The Lion is officially fighting the forces of the Tyranid invasion. This is brand new Warhammer 40,000 lore, which we're going to delve into because this story is absolutely incredible. I don't think even Gilliman has fought the Tyranids yet. Maybe he's commanded massive battles against the Tyranids, but he has not stepped foot on the battlefield to slay them himself. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, since this is a story, I'm going to issue the first and only spoiler warning. It's taken from the brand new Dark Angel Codex. So if you haven't read it and you don't want to be spoiled, then please leave the video now. Again, your first and only warning. So the story opens up with an infiltrator squad led by a sergeant called Zakath. Zakath has been sent down to this planet to monitor this Tyranid horde as they're looking for something called the Alpha target. Now the squad opens fire on this horde and he sees in amazement as like the gunships of the Dark Angels start engaging it, the true scale, the true horror of this Xenos menace. He sees like Carnifexes, he sees like Screamer Killers, and then all of a sudden in the background with all the fire, all the explosions are happening, he sights the Alpha target. And with the Alpha target sighted, this is then radioed over to the Vox channel of the Dark Angels, which then we get revealed is being monitored by Lazarus. Lazarus is this like brand new Dark Angel character that came in with 8th edition. He's taken over command of 5th Company, if I'm not mistaken, and he's going to be leading this huge, massive counter-attack now against this Tyranid force. This is what they've been waiting for. They've been waiting for the Alpha target. They've been waiting for the Tyranids to funnel into this certain bit of land so they can strike back and do so much devastation towards them. Just a point to actually put on this, Lazarus' book comes out next week, if I'm not mistaken, and I personally think that is going to be a huge book for Dark Angel fans, because I feel that that's got to have a lot of stuff that we've been seeing with the Dark Angels, with their changes, with the Lion coming back, you know, Azrael and how he's dealing with the so-called fallen, risen, returning and stuff like that. So we may see some politics and how everything has been changing with the Dark Angels, but that's going to be another video for another time. Anyway, back to the story, because we have Lazarus telling the Brother Sergeant and the Infiltrator Squad to fall back to Rally Point Stronghold, to get out of there. Their job is done. They have spotted this Alpha target and they begin running back to this rally point, but the horde is closing in on them every step of the way. They're shooting, they're trying to make their way there. Sadly, one of the brothers from that Infiltrator Squad is brought down like talons through his throat explodes through his chest, and he's lurched back into like the Tyranid horde, never to be seen again. And then when you feel like the squad is going to be overtaken and eaten alive, all the guns, the flashes of lights, the explosions, the plasma bursts, the bolter shells, the explosion of Astartes weaponry opens up on this numberless Xenos horde, and the Tyranids begin falling down, exploding. There's just devastation everywhere, and Brother Sergeant and the last remaining infiltrator make it towards the rally point, and then they begin firing down upon the Tyranid swarm themselves. But then the devastation hits the Dark Angel lines. 3 Screamer Killers hit it, and they are like battering them, literally taking hordes of tanks out, ripping through the Dark Angels, and the Alpha target is with him, and we get it identified as a Hive Tyrant. A Hive Tyrant is in the middle of this Dark Angel assault, ripping Brother Marines to shreds, and of course the gap in the line then opens up for all the smaller Tyranids to break through, and it's looking like an absolute massacre is about to happen on the Dark Angels. And as you think it's all over for the Dark Angels, this is where the Lion shows up. I'm going to put the extract in the background right now because I absolutely love reading this. It says, "In answer, as though materializing from the shadows, came the Lion. Fealty glowed like a beacon amidst the gloom. The Emperor's shield thrummed with power. A band of inner circle companions advanced in honor guard at the Primarch's side." Now, even though that introduction on the battlefield for the Lion is amazing, it's actually quite big for the lore as well. One of the things it states in this book is that one of the Marines, which sees the Lion, his twin hearts start pounding. He's amazed to see the Lion again. This is his father. This is Lionel Johnson, son of the Emperor, and he's fighting on the battlefield. This is a big, big thing now for the Dark Angels. The word of the Lion is getting out there more and more and more. It's spreading across the galaxy. It's causing dismay on certain worlds because they're overthrowing the planet governors, all because the Lion is leading his sons once again. Another big thing as well is that he's guarded by inner circle companions, which we all know are the Risen, which are currently the Fallen, which are now loyalist again to the Lion and the Emperor. So again, that's a lot of political play when it comes to the Dark Angels. And then we see like the true battle with the Lion and all these monstrosities that the Tyranids are throwing at the Dark Angels. It's kind of through the eyes of this brother Marine, and as he's witnessing it, like he's stunned, he's watching the Lion be unleashed on the battlefield. The Lion takes on 3 Screamer killers. He like slices one apart, another one comes, he like parries, does all his swordsmanship, stabs it through the eye, which is absolutely amazing. Another one comes, he shield bashes it, cuts that one open, and these are not like the main thing he's after. He's after the Hive Tyrant. He knows as he brings that down, this could literally stop the swarm and cause it to go into full-on berserk dismail mode and bring it down. So that's what he does. He runs at this Hive Tyrant, and again, the brother Marine is stunned. He's watching it all like, oh my god, this is actually happening. The Hive Tyrant and the Lion, they're battling. Like the Hive Tyrant is like hitting down on the Lion blocks it, cuts off one of his like sword arms and stuff like that. The Hive Tyrant fights back, but this is a Primarch. You have no chance standing against a Primarch, and the Lion literally just rips it apart, like slices it open on the battlefield, and the Hive Tyrant falls down dead. And with the great Hive Tyrant beast falling to the ground, this causes the Xenos hordes to falter. The Lion, the Dark Angel see this. The Lion turns around and says, "Into them, my sons, for the Emperor," and he charges like headlong into it, and then that is the battle. The Lion slaughtering the Dark Angels, charging in, completely eradicating the Xenos force of the Tyranids on this planet. And that's the end of it. That is the story of the Lion fighting against the Tyranids. Again, this is huge. This is big because this is the first time we've had a Primarch that I'm aware of fighting against the Tyranids. The Tyranids, for me, are one of the biggest threats in the galaxy. Maybe a bigger threat than Chaos itself. Chaos is like a kind of soul battle where the Tyranids, they're here to eat everyone, every single thing, every bioform in the galaxy. They are going to dust this galaxy, then just move on to the next one. So we all need to be battling the Tyranids, and the Lion has started that battle. I cannot wait to see what happens next with the Lion, with the Dark Angels. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, I think it's going to be with that Lazarus novel that's going to be hitting the shelves very, very soon. But there's so much stuff out there. The theories of, Vashtor, the Lion, and the Prime Nexus. We know Gilliman is supposedly heading there. Call's already there. You've got the Silent King there. That is just like a monster mash, which is going to be incredible if they manage to pull that off. I think it's very, very exciting and awesome times coming for Warhammer 40,000 lore and the narrative story. But that's me done for enough waffling. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, post it down below. What do you think of the Lion going through 3 Screamer killers with ease and then taking on a Hive Tyrant and knocking that down as well? Like, the greatest Space Marine hero we have at this moment in time is Dante. He took on a Hive Tyrant and that nearly killed him. Like, the way I read this, yes, it gave Lion a little bit of difficulty, but nothing that would scare him and take him down. But then again, this is a Primarch. Primarchs are on a whole different bloody level. See you in a bit. Have a great day, and bye-bye.